Hello, Cancer. This is your tarot forecast for May 2016. And let me tell you, though, something's about to burst at the seams here. And it looks like it could be very early in the month where whatever circumstances you might have been waiting for or have been feeling maybe a little bound by, whatever that is, that's just about to open up for you with a big bang, all right? And then followed by a celebration. So I say it's something you're going to be super happy for, but it looks like when it comes, that news arrives, it's like this bolt of lightning that may be hitting you. So this is all good. It is, like I said, definitely something to be celebrated. You might have been anticipating or waiting for whatever this may be, but for some of you Cancerians, this might have been just something out of the blue. Like I said, the lightning bolt, right? So from it, and after you have had this sense of celebration, now it's all about getting back to work and see how it fits into the big scheme of things. Now, financially, it looks like here you're headstrong and you are very goal-oriented. I see you taking a very specific action here at wanting to not just get to a certain point or destination, but it's something that you've been wanting for some time. This is financial, mind you, because when I look to the past, it's like you're really feeling as if things have moved maybe a little slowly. Maybe you've had to be paying off certain things, which has been holding you back. And you're waiting for that sense, that feeling of empowerment and liberation. Well, this could be a month maybe that this could open up for you. At least I see a lot of action kicking in. If you've been waiting for a payout, this could be the time where it's going to come. Because why? I do see money here in your hand. Now, of course, this is a general reading, Cancer, so I can't say, this goes for all of you that will happen in the very same way. Of course, we can always do a private reading to see where exactly it may come to you personally, but I am seeing money here, and whether this is money you have anticipated, waited for, or if it's money by surprise, regardless, you're happy for it. Now, it's really also going to help lift you over a bump in the road that I see. That might have been a little challenging, and maybe it is like what we just mentioned, that there might have been a difficult financial time, maybe wanting to let go of a certain loan or whatever. Now, whatever's coming in right now can help you with that very situation. So it's more like once the money is there, you might have earmarked it, but then once it's arrived, you might rethink that and look at other opportunities of where this money can go. So there's three main things that I'm seeing that you have on the chart here that you would like to take care of. But this is wonderful. It's a blessing. I see for a few of you, you might be putting it towards a travel chest, meaning that you're wanting to target for you and your family, that you would like to go somewhere. Because why? I see here movement for the family. And also something that's very refreshing and joyful. So that could be maybe a vacation you're thinking of. But then for others, since we're talking about family and the home environment here, maybe it's also time for you looking into real estate as movement shows up in this area. But then again, that could be symbolic movement, right? But for those of you ready to take on a physical move, let me tell you though, once you have the key in your hand, and I do see a symbolic key here, well, that is very liberating. So good for you, and congratulations if you are moving here or planning to move. You're right on track. I see that the changes that are upon you right now, Cancer, I gotta say, there's strength. You feel empowered. I see you holding a firm grip upon what it is now that's motivating you as far as moving ahead here now in your future and making those changes that are important. And they're quite creative, and they will also come seemingly to affect the children in your life as well. Because the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's the area of children, self expression and creativity. So all of this now is opening up for you. I'm feeling too that your marriage, if you are married, this is now opening up a new cycle between the two of you. For those of you in a new relationship or looking for a relationship, listen, the same goes for you as well. This is a month where I feel you're shutting the door to something of the past, and you've been working on that for a while here, Cancer. It looks like over the last 3, which could range anything from the last 3 months to the last 3 years, you might have been processing. But here, this delightful energy that's coming in is now shunting you forward and opening up, should I say, a new level of consciousness and communication between you and your partner. Now, here is a female that you haven't heard from for a long time. This could be an old girlfriend from your past, maybe even as far back as to your teens. But this person here, I see, is the one seeking you out, looking for you. And this could be through social media or whatnot. So it will be delightful when you connect, or should I say reconnect, because there's a lot of laughter. There's a lot of memories here that the two of you will be bringing up. So that is all very beautiful. And that's the blessing of social media. Then here is a male. He shows up as a fire sign. So Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Now, don't get stuck on the sun sign because he could be born in another sign, but express himself through this element, meaning he's somebody who's very happy-go-lucky, he's very dynamic, he's charming, and he's coming up in the area where I see it's all about shared resources. So, of course, this could be your partner, perhaps, but it could also be somebody who represents somebody connected to resources. That could be, for example, a broker or an investor, that kind of thing. But it has to do with money management. You're going to be looking into, and maybe because suddenly this unexpected windfall came your way where now you're having more money, maybe it's looking into how to invest it best. So yeah, sure, that could be it. But then again, it's nice to see that we have a double confirmation on some good news as far as your financials. That's something that always brings in a new level of security into the foundation. And we know how home and family foundations are especially important to you, Cancerians. It is for all of us, we can say, but especially for you, those things really mean a lot. This month, there is new ideas. It could be a yearning for looking into something new that can spark your higher consciousness. So maybe taking on a course, maybe you doing some research, not necessarily like going back to school or anything here by all means, but it's more like you're wanting to express some of these more, I'd like to say, hidden talents and skills. You might have dabbled in and out of them, in your past, but they're surfacing. They're coming up. They're wanting to be expressed. And by all means, go for it. Right? So you might find yourself at some point this month looking into maybe going online and delving into those areas and inspiring yourself. So, of course, when we use our creative energy, we just end up generating even more energy, because the more we give out, the more we generate. So good for you. I see that it's joyful, and it could be one of many things. I'm seeing how it's just like popping up in your consciousness. It's like, God, I'd like to do something, but what should I do? And then you looking into this, and that. So it's not just a one type situation. It's more like you're asking the universe, open me up, show me, tell me where to express this excess energy. And when we have that excess energy, we want to use it, definitely. So now 2 things here coming up as far as career this month. This is you. And then either a supervisor or a boss. It could even be a coworker, but it is a male. Maybe it's an HR person, perhaps. But I'm seeing 2 conversations coming up. It could even be a client, but two conversations coming up between you and this male person that's going to be essential, very important. It's more like coming to some kind of negotiation agreement that can balance off and pay off both for you and then the company. So whatever adjustments going on this month, I feel that can be great. There's also a female here coming in, and I feel that this too can be a very creative conversation or review, whatever it is for you individually. But she too is a good listener, as is also he. All right, so they're going to hear you, so don't be afraid to express yourself. Then there's back-to-back communication. I think you're going to get a lot of messages this month, which is going to call for some follow-up and follow-through, and I see you kicking into action, trying to stay on top of it, which can be a little challenging every once in a while throughout May, just because it seems to be a busy month and that you have a whole lot extra on your plate already, as is, but you're doing really well. So there is a group that you are affiliated with. I don't feel it's a new group that you will be reaching out to. I feel this is a group you're already invested in. Now, there might be a couple of situations this month, invitations to join and share some time with them. And I'm seeing that if you can go, you will go. But even that comes up here on your tight schedule here for May. But it's awesome. Beautiful month. And for those of you already excited about June, well, June's forecast is already available for you here on download. Just go to CD Baby. You will find it there. And I'll see you next month. Bye now.